Indeed, lads, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I got for you guys something very special. This 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. It's custom tactics and player instructions for you guys that go perfectly along with the formation itself. I'm telling you guys, what it offers defensively and offensively is unexplainable, but I will explain it, of course. We're going to get into that with some gameplay, the tactics, and the instructions. One by one, we'll go through it all. Stick with me. Let's get into it. All right, so today we are only going to be focusing on this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation alone. So let's get straight into it right now. Starting off on the defensive side, guys, the defensive style is set to balanced, the width set to 50, and the depth set to 72. Now make sure the depth is set to 72. I say this in all my recent tactics videos, guys. What 72 depth does for you defensively is pushes your line a bit higher, because this year in FIFA 22 your line tends to drop into your 18 or into your 6-yard box, which is very annoying and allows your opponent to put offensive pressure on you. This here prevents that most of the time, so make sure to have it on. The defensive shape of the 4-1-2-1-2, guys, it comes with the back four and the 4 midfielders, the defensive mid, and the 2 outside center mids, and the center attacking mid, giving some pressure from the upside. It makes it very easy to defend, clogging up those gaps in the middle of the field, being that there's so many bodies in the middle of the park. But you will give out space out on the flank, so be aware of that. But eventually your opponent has to make his way down the middle of the field at one point to score some goals, and it will not be easy to do so. Moving on to the offensive side, guys, build up play set to balance, the chance creation set to direct passing. Now make sure this is set to direct passing, because this sort of ties in with the 72 depth that I was mentioning earlier on. If your opponent has less than 72 depth, then the direct passing tactic will push their back line into their 18, into their 6-yard box all game, making it easier for you to score goals. And I'll show you guys some clips now on how this works in game. Just make sure to set it on your tactics. Covering the build-up play first in the 4-1-2-1-2, guys, take a look at this clip here. The formation itself, guys, does this for you. The triangles you have everywhere. You have a trio up top with the 2 strikers, the center attacking mid, the defensive mid, and the outside center mids, creating another trio. There is triangles all over the field. Just make sure to recognize them, have a bit of patience, and the goals will come for you. But let's take a look once again. We can build up slow, we can build up fast, but eventually, guys, you will have so many opportunities and options in that top of the box area to score some goals with the center mids making runs from the midfield. You can take a look at this here, guys. My outside center mid, Eto, back post, making a run from the midfield, getting in on a goal for himself. And let's take a look here once again. Kakarot, my defensive mid, knocking the ball back and forth, and we can find that triangle pattern of play with Eto, Neymar, and Messi, and we're driving, and of course we can be direct with the direct passing into our striker to score a goal. So moving on to chance creation, guys, we have the direct passing tactic set to it. We already know why. It pushes our opponent's defensive line back into their 18 so we can play in front of it. But let's take a look at the top box gameplay, attacking third gameplay, whatever you want to call it. What I want to make sure you guys recognize in all these clips here is the extra pass. That's what the 4-1-2-1-2 gives you. You're going to see in all these clips here an extra pass is performed, not even once or twice, sometimes even 3 times. Take a look at this. 1, 2, and 3 back to Messi to score one of the easiest goals you can score in FIFA. This is how you're going to do it, though. Have a bit of composure. Get down the sideline here with Kent. A bit of left stick dribbling, guys. Just go left, right, send your opponent for absolute hot dogs. Pick up your head, and you see the opportunity to line up the 1, 2, and 3 extra passes right across your opponent's 6-yard box to easily score a goal. But you have to have composure to recognize these opportunities, to put it on an absolute plate for your striker, your center attacking mid, whoever it is, to score a goal. Take a look at this here, guys. We recognize Kent is on the ball, and we recognize there's no one in the middle yet. We have a bit of composure, delay. We find the opportunity and pick our head up, have a bit of composure to score a goal with the extra pass into Messi there. For the rest of the offensive tactics, we have the width set to 50, the players in box set to 6, and this is because you guys saw the amount of options and players inside the box for the extra passes. This is why we have the players in box set to 6 to give us those opportunities. Corner kick set to 2 and free kick set to 1. For this formation, guys, you're going to want to have certain players with certain qualities in certain positions to make it work just as good as it does for me, as it should for you. So let's make sure to pay attention here. So for these striker positions, I had Mbappe and had Kent at one point, or Suarez, either one. I made sure to have pace on both of them, at least 90 plus, and I made sure that one of them, at least one of them, had skills, and that was Mbappe when I had Kent, and Suarez and Mbappe both had skills when I had the 2 of them up top. They need to be finishers, and they need to have good attacking positionings to make sure that they're in the perfect spots for those extra passes that I just showed you guys very recently. For the center attacking mid position, guys, make sure this player here has just as much finishing as your strikers do, because believe it or not, he will be in positions beyond your striker to score some goals. So make sure he has that ability on him. Obviously some dribbling and passing, of course. For the outside center mids, now this is a very controversial topic. Some people like box-to-box midfielders or just attackers or all defenders, but these guys here, they can be attackers. I'm telling you right now, they will do the job defensively. They're still players. Just because they can't defend or don't have 80 defensive stats doesn't mean they won't do anything. They will definitely get the ball for you defensively, and of course offensively put in that work to give you another player who can finish the ball, dribble, and pass like Neymar and Eto can here. Your defensive mid does not need to have a big body or a big presence. I'm telling you now, he has plenty of support around him defensively, so you do not need to make sure you have one of those big players here. Kakarot works perfectly fine because offensively, he does a lot of the work connecting the back line into the attack, so make sure they have have dribbling and good passing on them to do so. And for the back line, just make sure to have proper outside backs and proper center backs. Moving on to the instructions, guys, starting off with the striker positions, I have both them set to stay forward, and that is it, because I like them to do whatever they want in the attack. Stay central, drift wide, get in behind, check in. I like them doing all of that, and I would not want to restrict them from doing one of them. Both your strikers will be playing in a trio with your center attacking mid right below them, guys, but they will be in the perfect positions in the attack, guys, with the balanced instructions on them. Just have them stay forward. They will drift wide, stay central, as I said before, get them behind, check in, but they will always be there for that extra option, that extra pass, as Kent is showing you there. But make sure to always look out for them inside the box. Look at this, Mbappe to Suarez, striker to striker. They will be side by side, always giving you options, but just have the patience to let them check in and show when they do so. Do not force it to them, but take a look here. When you have composure, easy goals. The center attacking mid, guys, the heart of your team. I'm telling you right now, Lionel Messi is a perfect candidate for this position. So if you have a little bit of coins and you don't want to spend it on a big player, he's a big player for a little bit of coins. So go ahead and get him. A bit off topic, but anyway, stay forward is all I have said to him as well. Just like these strikers, creating that trio up top to be ready to go at all times. Your center attacking mid will do wonders for you guys. Just have the patience, have the composure. As you can see here, I'm knocking it around. Bit of composure. Messi still is making those runs beyond my striker, as I said before, that he would. But when you do have the patience, you can find him and slip that ball into him to score some goals. He's always in the perfect position, not as high as the strikers, but not as deep as the center mids, the outside center mids. He's right in between. Look at this trailing run that he's making here that is unmarked. I'm telling you, this center attacking mid here is the heart of the attack, because he starts the attacks and he finishes them off as well. As you see here, he started off this play here, and look who's finishing it off. Lionel Messi, guys. I'm telling you right now, have the composure. Let him make his runs. Let him run around. As you can see, Messi's trying to make runs, but then he shows himself, and eventually the goals will come. So the outside mids, guys, I'm telling you, a bit boring, but it works. Do not touch one thing. Cover wing, balance everything on the both of them. You're going to see here on Eto'o, same thing as well, guys. Balance everything. Let them do what they're going to do defensively and offensively, and have them on cover wing, because, as I said before, the flanks will be a bit open. They will, of course, get covered, but if they need to be covered out wide, these guys will go. If not, they will tuck in and keep that solid defensive structure in the midfield. But let's get into some clips now and show you guys what these guys do for you offensively. Your outside center mids, guys, as much as they do assist, they get in on the goal scoring. Take a look at Neymar here. The run, untriggered. He did that on his own from the midfield, getting in on a goal. They offer so much support in the attack, guys. Again, I'm going to keep reiterating it. When you have composure, these guys will make the runs for you and give you the options for you, just so you don't have to do anything. Just let them do what they're going to do. Neymar here, my outside center mid. Actually, Eto'o, I'm sorry. Tupaqueta, my outside center mid. He's inside the box. He's almost at the striker position. That is a good thing and a bad thing, but mostly it's a good thing, because when you have that many options, guys, you're going to score a goal and not get countered. So do not worry about the counterattacks. They will be back just in time. And of course, you will make something happen in the attack with the amount of options you will have when they go forward. Neymar, the outside center mid there, making it happen. Again, Neymar, take a look at him. Triggered run. He's going in behind now. Bit of composure now. We're going a bit wide. Take a look at this here, guys. A bit of skill. See you later. The extra pass, pick your head up, easy goals. Your lone center defensive mid, guys, is set to cover center and stay back while attacking. I do not have man mark or cut passing lanes on, because I only have one defensive mid and I need him to do a bit of both or a little bit of everything. Just cover ground, because defensively, what you want to do in this formation is select this defensive mid and run around and get in your opponent's face to really make it hard for him to break through your defense. So offensively, your defensive mid is like that pivot player who can always just be wide open, or that pressure relief option if needed. You can see a bit of pressure, we cut it back, we find Eto'o eventually, then we find Kakaret once again. And take a look at this here. He actually ends up going forward and magic happens, guys. This defensive mid here, the heart of the defense and almost like the heart of the midfield, creating a link here to the defense, to the attack with this ball right here as well. And defensively, I already said enough. Onto the back line, the outside back. Stay back while attacking and overlap. They do go forward sometimes when you trigger them, and when they do go forward, I want them to overlap, as you should as well, to give you some width in this formation. And also, guys, the center back positions, I do not touch a thing, and neither do I touch the goalkeeper position as well. Balance everything, trust your goalkeeper. So that's all I got for you guys today with this 4-1-2-2 formation. It's tactics and player instructions. Just make sure to remember the extra pass, composure and extra pass. Pick your head up. Obviously not realistically, it's a video game, but pick your head up in the game and find that extra pass to make the goal scoring so easy for you guys. This formation gives you all of that and more. So thank you guys for watching. If you got some value from this video, let me know in the comments below, or if you enjoyed it, let me know. Throw a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Other than that, take care.